Hello and welcome to my July update for the Deck of Panning Project Pan. My name is Alex. Over here on my channel we like to talk about project panning, dark grungy makeup looks and then the occasional travel vlog as well. If any of those things sound like a good time to you, I'm posting every Monday over here, so please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you over here. We have a lot of fun. Today we're going to be doing our July update for the Deck of Panning Project Pan, which I know is a little bit late, but it wouldn't be me if things were running a little bit behind that. That's just who I am. Just a quick overview for those of you who don't know how it works, but I'm sure you do by now. Emily and Max over here on YouTube. She created this project and it's basically a panning game based around a deck of cards. Emily produces a game board every month, and on the game board there is a prompt associated with each card in the deck of cards. You shuffle the cards, you choose a prompt, you choose a piece of makeup to pan. It's pretty simple, but it's a lot of fun. This week we have got 2 rollouts, which I'm very excited about. We'll be getting 2 new products drawn into the project. My brain cannot. We'll start with what's not rolling out to just generate a little bit of suspense in the project to keep things a bit exciting. So I'm just going to start grabbing things. I'm not going to do it in any particular order just because I can't remember the order. So the first one I've picked up is my Beauty Bay Rich palette, and this is actually in 2 projects at the minute. It's in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan, and it is also in this project. So the shade Liqueur, which is this shade here, has been rolled into the project this time, and it's just this sort of like mid rosy brown, which is very nice and easy to use. Of course I'll swatch it out for you there. So yeah, it's sort of like a rosy plummy sort of brown colour. It can be used as a crease shade, it can be used as a deepening up shade, it just depends on the look. Yeah, nice and neutral and just easy to throw on every day. I don't know how people do like projects with multiple eyeshadows in multiple projects, because I found it really hard to work this in whilst also focusing on my Pan Those eyeshadows. So I did only get 5 uses on this month because I'm working on my Pan Those eyeshadows as well. So I don't know how people do it. I'm enjoying having this in the project, and I suppose it's good to be able to just default to this for like a nice neutral look after I've had a few days of fun crazy makeup, kind of like the look that I'm doing today. I will just show you what it was looking like last month, and I will show you what it was looking like this month with 5 uses. Did I say 5 uses or 4 uses? With 5 uses, it's not that huge of a difference, but I'm sure that I'll continue to find ways to work this into looks and stuff. It's just a nice, easy mid-tone brown shade, so yeah, no complaints there. I rolled myself in 2 for the price of 1 last month, and I rolled in these 2 e.l.f. Pout Clout lip plumping pens for the Joker, the Are You Joking Me prompt, because I wasn't really enjoying these. They were just a little bit light for my skin tone, but they work if I just like a darker lip liner and then put these in the middle and ombre them. Again, with the last thing that I rolled in because of the Are You Joking Me prompt, I think I've developed a little bit of Stockholm syndrome, and actually I don't hate them as much as I did when I first got them now. Especially the shade Toasted. This, I've got a lip liner that's like a warm sort of peach colour, and this is like a warm sort of peachy brown colour, and they just look so stunning together. They make my lips look really plump and yummy. The other shade that I've got is so hard to read, the writing's really small. This shade is Pinky Out, and they're both quite similar shades. This one's just got a slight little bit more of a pink tone to it, but there's not a huge difference between the 2 shades, and especially because they're so light for me on my lips, they pretty much look the same, but I do prefer Toasted. But what I've just been doing is I've been having one at home and one at work, and I use one, if I'm wearing them, I'll put Toasted on in the morning and then I'll just use Pinky to top up throughout the day, or vice versa. Because they're just so similar, it doesn't really matter, but I do prefer Toasted, and I think that shows in the usages last month as well. Toasted got 18 uses last month and Pinky got 5 uses last month, so I don't count any top-ups throughout the day as an extra use, unless I know that I've like jumped between shades, if that makes sense. If I know that I started with Toasted but ended with Pinky or vice versa, then I'll count both. So sometimes both are getting used in the same day, which is fine. It's just a way of getting them used. It's not been that bad using these. They've been okay. I don't think I'd buy them again once I've run out of them, just because the formula is also a little bit drying on my lips. I've noticed that my lips have just been a little bit more dry and crusty and flaky lately. The other item that still prevails in this project The words product and project are interchangeable in my head. I don't get it. The final one that we're not rolling out this month is the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation Powder. Mine is in the shade 290 and we are getting there on this. It's just the tiniest little bit around the edges now that I've got left. And it's really difficult because I go in with quite a big fluffy brush. It's actually quite difficult to pick up stuff around the edges. I think that if I wasn't trying to pan this, I would have called this a day just because I can't be bothered to just because I can't be bothered to make myself suffer going into the corners. I've seen people scrape it out and then repress it with rubbing alcohol or something, so I might see if I can be bothered to do that this month, just to get it finished, because it is a pain using trying to get it out of the corners, and I can't really call myself a panner if I'm going to say that this is finished. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a rock and a hard place with this one. I have been using this one, but I will now occasionally go back to my Kosas Cloud Set one. Is that what it's called? Kosas Cloud Set or Feather Set or something like that. And that one's just so much better. I remember why I rolled this in for the Joker card as well. So this is also a Are You Joking Me prompt, because it can be a little bit cakey. Although I didn't hate it as much as I thought I did. And I'm glad that it's nearly out. So this has been used 22 times this month for a grand total of 50 uses in the project so far, which is quite nice actually, that I'm getting that level of usage out of it. And yeah, we'll find out next month if I can bother to go and buy all the tools that it would take to scrape this down and repress it, because surely the tools are going to cost me more than this amount of foundation did, you know what I mean? So do I just call this a day? Let me know in the comments down below if you think rolling this out now that it's getting awkward to use is cheating. I don't know. I just know that if I wasn't doing panning content or panning, I probably would just give up on this. We are rolling out, and it feels weird like even talking about this, because this just had one usage left on it to be rolled out. So I used it once and then I haven't used it all month, so it feels weird to even be talking about this. So this is the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Coast, and I was just using this as like a cream contour or bronzer. I had a 50 use goal on this and I just needed to use it one more time this month to get it out, and I've done that now. So yeah, we're saying goodbye to this, but I really enjoyed this. I didn't think that I was ever going to be a Glossier girly, because they're very much marketed towards like a clean girl aesthetic, and this aesthetic is not clean girl. I'm not a clean girl girly, but I did really enjoy this. And now that I've gone back to, I don't know, it's like a contour stick, my Milk Makeup contour stick. I can never remember like the branded names of things, but it's just the Milk Makeup contour stick. Now I've gone back to that, I'm finding it a little bit stiff and a little bit harder to use. It is a lot more grey toned, which maybe is why I was enjoying that more in the winter, and then this became a lot more usable in the summer. And this was rolled in for the prompt impulse, so it was an impulse purchase. I just saw it in TK Maxx really cheap, and that's why I decided to pick it up. And then the final product that we're rolling out, which I think this is the only one that's been in since day one, since the beginning. She's my day one girly, ride or die, except now it's time for her to die. Well, not die, we're not like throwing it away, although I probably should. NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Amethyst, which has been in the project since day one. And this was rolled in for the prompt oldest, because I think if this isn't the oldest piece of makeup in my collection, it's certainly the oldest lipstick that I have in my collection, just because the shade's so unique and I haven't found anything to replace it yet, and I don't want to let the shade go because I do really enjoy it, but it hasn't been getting that love, which is why I rolled it into the project, just to make sure that it was getting usage on it. And I set a 10 usage goal on it, and it's taken me all year to get the 10 uses on, because it's not your everyday kind of shade, it's more of like a going outy kind of shade, but you don't want to wear the same shade every time you go out, so I had to really pace myself getting the uses on it. But I'm so glad that I rolled it into the project and used it that way to get the uses on it, and just had it in my life, because this shade brings me so much joy, and I'm actually thinking of taking this lipstick with me when I get my nails done next time and asking them to just do it this colour, because I love this shade so much. It's such a brilliant colour. She's finally been rolled out, and it's time to roll in some new things. I've got my deck of cards here. I meant to go and check the rules to see if you're meant to take the Joker out once you've got the Joker, because I really just don't want to be panning loads of Are You Joking Me things. So I think because I've literally got 3 Are You Joking Me products in right now, 2 of them are in there because of my own design, I get that, but I'm just going to have a look through and take the Jack of Spades. Actually, no, we'll leave the Jack of Spades in, but if we draw the Jack of Spades, we'll just treat it as what it is, which is, I can't remember what it is, but we'll treat it as what it is on the game board rather than a joker, just so that this project isn't just filled with things that I hate. Not that I hate the things that I'm panning, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so we're rolling 2 new things in, and I'm just going to give the cards a little shuffle. One more shuffle. And then shall we split the deck as well? There we go. And then this one seems to want to come out. Let's get this one out. 10 of diamonds and the 6 of hearts. I just went and checked what those prompts were and then just went and fetched what products I was going to pan as well. 10 of diamonds was in it for the long haul. I decided to roll in. And sorry if you think this is cheating because of how much of it is used. This is again one of my really old products in my collection that it's time to get it out. This is my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This again is another 10-year-old product. I don't think they make it in this shade anymore. This is the shade Bond Girl, which I think has been renamed to the shade M.I. Kiss. So this doesn't even exist anymore in this form. And it is again just this lovely sort of cool toned rosy brown kind of colour, and I've already swatched it here just on my hand here, and I really love this shade. And there isn't a lot left, but this, as you can see here, there's not a lot left, but this lipstick is really solid. It's really firmly pressed, and I did try and finish this last year and just felt like I was getting nowhere. I would sort of like draw around it, which I've seen people do, and compare it month to month, and it would just look exactly the same every month. So I couldn't even colour in the space that was the difference between it month to month. So we need to get her out. She's very old. She's a senior citizen at this stage, and we need to get her out. So that's why I've rolled it in. So I definitely think it does count for it for the long haul, because it is a difficult shade to get through, I promise. So that's what we're rolling in for the 10 of diamonds, is the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't even know what the name of the formula is for this anymore because it's so old. And we also got the 6 of hearts, which was to roll in a mini or a sample. Now, in my quarterly series that I'm doing for my empties throughout the year, I've been really working through any mini samples, things like that, of skincare that I've got. And I really wanted to keep this project focused on makeup rather than incorporating other kinds of things as well, just because that's the thing that I enjoy panning the most. The only mini or sample that I could find in my collection is this Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Happy. It's just the mini one. I have used this a handful of times, and does anyone else find that they leak, these mini ones? I don't know if the full size ones leak because I don't have any of them, but does anyone else find they leak a lot? So I keep this standing up on my dressing table. I'm going to put a 50 use gold on it and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I will, if I feel like I'm getting window in or anything on it, I might consider upping that to finishing it. But for now, we'll just do a 50 use gold. And we all know what Happy looks like at this stage, but I'll swatch it for you. It's one of my favourite kind of blush colours. It's just like a lovely little peachy pink kind of situation. It's just there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here so much, and I really hope that you enjoyed that update from me. Please remember to leave me a like if you want to. It will help the channel out and hopefully get these videos out to more people who enjoy panning content, which would be great. Other than that, take care until next time, and I hope that I can bring you another exciting update next time as well. Thank you. Bye.